Welcome to Tween Talk with Parent Involvement Coordinator Kathy Schwartz. Let's talk about how you can help your tween by taking advantage of Tidal resources.
Welcome to the December edition of Tween Talk. I'd first like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and holiday season. And in the spirit of the season, I will be using jingle bells to signal when I'm changing topics for my podcast listeners. Mark your calendars. The January meeting of Middle School Idea Exchange will be held January 16th at 6 o'clock in the cafeteria. Jenny Bowers-Schultz from Decatur Down Dog will be here to tell us about all the ways we can release some of that stress and ways to pass those techniques on to our kids. Grab your comfy clothes and head for the cafeteria for the relaxing Middle School Idea Exchange on January 16th at 6 o'clock. Now, on to the newsletter. Healthy technology habits. Limiting screen time is very important to help your tween to focus on conversation skills and homework. They gave us some suggestions. Join in. Limit the entire family's screen time. This may be the most difficult of all. This eliminates the feeling that that you are picking on your tween and that everyone sees the importance of limiting screen time. Set up a charging station where devices can be stored in those off times. Socialize face-to-face. Brainstorm with your child activities during those technology-free times. Make up dance routines, do jigsaw puzzles, or brainstorm ways to use technology in non-screen staring ways, such as using the camera to take nature photos outside or singing along with songs. In stayed focus, they suggest, when using the technology for homework assignments, have your child close all the other apps and notification buttons that are being used. This cuts down on distractions and keeps them focused on the task at hand. During breaks, encourage them not to reopen those social apps or notifications, but to get some physical activity to get those juices going again. In the short notes, they said, create a cozy tradition. Create a sense of security as your tween navigates the ups and downs of adolescence by creating a family tradition, such as a hot chocolate bar on certain nights of the week, and that you sit down and you tell about your days. Also, welcome second semester, and yes, it's very close. Have your child check for any schedule changes in his second semester classes. Also, don't forget to send an email to any new teachers your child may have this new semester by introducing yourself and contact information. Middle school dating, what a topic. Discuss this with your tween. Discuss what dating really means to them and the expectations you have of perimeters when they become interested in that life process. Meaningful math helps your child realize that data and statistics influence real life. Here are some helpful hits. In sports, compare the stats of a favorite team and their opponent. Practice figuring percentages in the win-loss records or home versus away game stats. And it puts a whole new look on trying to figure out which team has an edge this Sunday. TV shows. Suggest your tween follow the Nielsen ratings online for their favorite shows and figure percentage of viewers are watching, then predict if the show will be renewed. Or dealing with cars, Have your tween look up gas mileage ratios and some of his favorite models, then compare weights of the cars and draw conclusions of his findings. In Spread Kindness, they talk about have your teen practice being kind. Doing a simple gesture such as a smile or greeting a bus driver or custodian. This forms a habit that helps them mature, make friends, and feel good about themselves. When you are talking, ask, who were you kind to today? Or who was kind to you and how did it make you feel? Ready, set, debate. Hold a friendly debate. This gives your tween practice in persuasive speaking and writing, and let their opinion be heard during classroom discussions. Number 1, choose a topic. This can be anything, such as shopping online versus shopping at the mall, or going to the moon versus exploring the ocean floor. The second step is prepare the arguments. Have each person write down facts that support both sides. And then you assign the sides. Have each person present the facts they have found for their side of the argument. Next, switch sides and discuss, did anyone's opinion change? On a personal note, my dad would do this with me when I would be very opinionated about a topic. He would have me argue the other side first. He said to truly understand the other person's view, you need to argue for their side, and then you can understand how you can work together to solve your differences. Good advice, Dad. Do you become nervous before you speak publicly? Or does your child get nervous when he has a class report to give? Please tell him practice and keep practicing for that speech or performance that you have. Practice builds confidence, and confidence calms the nerves. Well, that concludes the edition of Tween Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Have a fun-filled break and come back refreshed and ready to go. And by all means, keep talking.
Thank you for joining us for Tween Talk. Until next time, keep talking.